Foreign volunteers willing to join in Ukraine's fight against the invading Russian army will no longer need a visa. Ukraine's president has signed a decree temporarily lifting the visa for foreign visitors. So you don't need a visa if you are a foreigner. The decree taking effect today and will last for as long as martial law is in place. So Ukrainian men and women, they're staying. There are a lot of them staying and deciding to take up arms and join the fight. And these are everyday people, business owners, teachers, lawyers. They're all joining defense battalions to defend their freedom. It's one of the most remarkable parts of this story. Andrei Dobryansky, he is the spokesperson for the Ukrainian Congress Committee of America. Andrei, you have joined us so many mornings, and we appreciate all that you're doing just to get the word out. Do you have any sense of how many people from other places will actually be going to Ukraine to fight?
I can tell you that the embassy and the 4 consulates here in the United States have been getting overwhelmed with phone calls and my conversations with them. So this is something that Americans had been calling and asking how they can participate, how they can help their fellow Ukrainians. There's also people who are in Europe right now who can more easily get there. A lot of people, for instance, that wonderful story you just had from Rivne, which is very close to that Belarusian assault. So I'm very worried for that mother, that expecting mother, with the assault from the Belarusian side. But if people are making the trek to the border, sometimes it's just to make sure the wife or a child or the husband and a child of a soldier is safe, because those people would be on kill lists or at the very least harassed. And then those people are turning right back around. Even people who have left bombed out parts of Kyiv or Kharkiv, they'll go to another town and they'll immediately get to work unpacking humanitarian aid packets, anything they can to get in the fight. It's truly a nationwide effort. Is
this wise? I asked this to our retired Lieutenant General Richard Newton, who's here in studio. It is certainly compelling to see people like you and me who've never fought. I mean, I don't know, maybe you have a military history. Forgive me if I'm misspeaking. I have not had a military history. You have not had a military history. As business people, as professionals, taking up arms and fighting, it is so, in one sense, beautiful to see, glorious. But is it wise? A lot of these people have never been trained to fight in war.
Well, I would just give you this perspective and have a reflection on this for everybody, because I do this with my New Yorkers here when I have a community board meeting. And they ask me that very question: why don't you just pack up everything? And if a tank came into your hometown and people said, this is our town now, you leave, I wonder what all of our perspective would be. Here in the United States, we do have that privilege of never having a foreign invader roll their tanks. We're too far away for a foreign invader to come in with that full power of the military. You saw that miles-long convoy coming in from Russia. And what Ukrainians are saying, and they said this from the very beginning, when everybody told them to give up, don't fight this, maybe there's some kind of compromise. They said they are going to fight for every square inch of their land. It's their right to do that. And for anybody who's helping in this effort, whether it's the governments who are sending military supplies, the humanitarian supplies, which are very much in need right now, blood, bandages, gauze, these are being delivered by local community priests, going from bombed out area to bombed out area. Anything that people can do to help, that's the way we can all stand up for democracy and stop Putin in his tracks right now, because he is simply going to stop doing, this is not going to be the last country.
Andrei, thank you so much. And again, the passion of the Ukrainian people, the resilience, and really the boldness is something quite remarkable. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.